Towers of Altrac. Is it worth a buy? Let's read. Towers of Altrac brings new features of tower defense gameplay that will appeal to players of all skill levels. Beautiful 3D environments, spectacular effects, dynamic weather system, day and night time cycles, and a lot more bring the world to life. Guys, this is a tower defense game, brand new, just came out yesterday, and it is made by a brand new company. And I love tower defense, you know that. I love my tower defense games. This is made by Cybertron Design Studios, a company developed by three brothers. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice, guys? Isn't that sweet? Three brothers. It's their first ever game, their first ever release into the gaming industry, guys, and it's an exciting time for them, and I bet all their parents and grandparents and Auntie Fridas and Uncle Ronnies are all giving them pats on the back and saying, well done, well done, well done. Well, this is what your Uncle Mac says. Get another fucking job, because your game's... Ugh. Mac, that was awful. Mac, where's the encouragement? What did you learn when you were learning to teach? It's positive and negative reinforcement. You don't just rip the shit out of them. You gently give them a bit of praise. You give them a bit of praise, then you rip the shit out of them, but then you end on praise. So I'm going to use my experience as a teacher to help you three guys. So take notice, sit down, shut the fuck up, and watch my review, and I'll tell you where you're going wrong, alright? So, Towers of Altrac is a tower defense game. You have towers and you shoot things with them. There's your praise, guys. There's your praise. It has that. Now, this next little segment is just a bit of critique. It's fucking wank. It looks awful. It's lazy. The story's just... It's like... They can't even write fucking properly. I mean, you can Google shit and learn how to write, because the story just makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And then after the second map, the story just fucks off altogether. It's like, well, we can't be asked to do any story now. So you get a bit of story for your first couple of maps, and then it's just the swamp, the river, the marshes. It's like, well, where's the story gone? Oh, the story now. The animations are awful. The maps are just fucking square blocks with surrounded by a black void. There's nothing there. It's like, oh, we can't be bothered to put sides up. Let's f the sides. Let's just stick your map down. The scaling's all wrong. You've got little tiny people with big... It looks, honestly, do you know what this looks like? It's like a mod. I don't know what it is. I don't know what... All I know is that it was on sale for $10.99, and now it's got 75% off. Special promotion offer ends 12th of January. I think what happened was somebody slapped them across the face and says, guys, what the fuck? You know, $10.99 for this shit. No, as one of the reviews says, and I'm just going to quote a review, spend $4 feeding the homeless or buying this game. I think you know the answer. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, because this game is just wank. It looks awful, it sounds awful, the noise that the little c***s make when you kill them just sends you around the fucking twist after 10 minutes. The towers are just boring. They don't even look like fucking towers. They look like deformed candelabras, you know. It's just awful. You're leveling up as a grind from hell. The UI system's massive. It looks awful. It fills half your fucking screen up. It's like something from 25 years ago. Hang on a second. Let's just go into a little detail here with the game. Yes, you can play co-op in this. People can jump in and help you on a level. Yes, you level up. As you progress through the game, you level up and you can unlock new towers. You can give yourself little perks. You can upgrade the towers in the game, and outside of the game you can select to choose to buff their AoE range or the damage, as you can in pretty much every other recently released tower defense game. The problem is when you're playing tower defense games, they're generally games you just sit back and just kill 3 hours with. It's, you know, you relax, they're easy to do, they don't require high levels of concentration, they're just kind of, just fancy a quick I just fancy a tower defense session, and they're really relaxing. But with this, it doesn't look nice. It's not visually appealing, so you don't really want to play it when you look at it. The sound is irritating and annoying with the sound of some of the towers firing, and also the sound of the grunts dying. It's just irritating. Badly done. The music doesn't fit the game. The music is more from Lord of the Rings than it is a blast them kill game. It's not fun to play. It's not fun to play. You don't feel like you're playing a proper game. It looks so bad, and you know that's my main gripe with it. I mean, you say beautiful 3D environments, spectacular effects, but it just doesn't have that. So you lose integrity straight away by doing that. And although this is your first ever game, they've made a rod for their own back by saying things that aren't actually true about their game and releasing such a poor game in the first place. I mean, slashing the price by 75% on bloody release day, that says it all, really, doesn't it? They don't even have faith in their own product. And yeah, I mean, I could go on and on. I could give them a whole lecture on business of why it's very important that when you put your name to a product, that the product stacks up. I hope these don't just turn out to be a that'll fucking do company, you know. There's so many of them around in the gaming industry. We need new blood in the gaming industry. We really, really do. But you've got to have standards, and they have to be higher than this. You've got to learn from this. You can either spit your dummy out from this and just keep releasing shit, or you can learn from this and say, hang on a minute, maybe this isn't as good as me Uncle Ronnie says it is, you know, and just step back and have a look at it for what it is and listen to some of the critique, because it's getting raped in the press at the minute. And you know, we're not all wrong, are we? And you can get pig-headed over things, and you haven't got to. You've got to be able to take your criticism. I get loads on here. I've had criticism in my real-time work as well, and I learned from it. And I don't get any criticism now because the products that I release are top draw. I'm not talking about my YouTube, I'm on about my business. So you have to really take pride in your work. A lot more pride than this. And don't just because Steam's full of half-assed, half-baked shit, don't think that that's an excuse for you to do it, because it just isn't. Set your own standards and set them high. And let's hope your next game is a lot better than this one, because the Towers of Altrac is just not worth buying.